What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. This video is going to look a little bit different than some of my other videos. Trying a couple new things, a couple different things on the channel. You guys are probably really used to seeing comedy like prank videos and stuff like that. This video is going to be a little bit more of a window into my life. Today we're going to be talking about how to have fun in Miami in the middle of a pandemic. You know, this city is known for partying, it's known for clubbing, all that kind of stuff. All of the stuff that is not going on right now. So what do you do in Miami during a pandemic? Well, I'm so glad you asked. So I'm a student in university here. I go to University of Miami. It's a super fun city to live in. Honestly, these are all things that I did before the pandemic started, just fun things to do in Miami. So the first one and the most important one is that the water is your best friend. Obviously, there's a reason why Miami gets so much hype. It's on the water, it's on the ocean. The water is warm for much of the year, swimmable for pretty much all year round. But I think the biggest and smartest investment you can make in Miami is either a paddleboard or a kayak or something like that. I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to own a boat or know someone who owns a boat in Miami. Until then, I will be on my poor man's boat, which is my paddleboard. It's literally so sick. You can just put a paddleboard in pretty much anywhere. There's a canal that runs behind my apartment complex, so I will frequently just put my board in the water and go. You can see manatees. You can literally go right up to the manatees. It's insane. It's stuff that you legit pay to do at SeaWorld. We don't like SeaWorld, but stuff like that. But it's literally all already in your backyard. Honestly, you can see so much of the city too. You can go all through Biscayne Bay. There are spots off Rickenbacker Causeway where you can literally just put your board in and go. And honestly, if you and all your friends have paddleboards or kayaks or anything like that, you can take half a day and just go cruise around Miami. And it's so fun. There's a ton of islands that you can stop at too, which makes it that much better. Next up, we have coffee shops. Now, this is for me a crucial part of the Miami experience because there's so many good coffee shops. The one I like the most is called Dr. Smoot. It also happens to be the most expensive one, which kind of sucks, but they have a ton of locations all around Miami. I go to the one in South Miami. It's a pretty cool vibe. And honestly, the best thing about this place, besides the drinks, is probably the music. It's indie Spanish music. It's super sick. One time I DM'd them and personally asked them for the playlist because it was just that good. Of course, you also can't sleep on Cuban coffee. There are so many good spots to get Cuban coffee around Miami. Everyone has their own neighborhood spot that they like to get their cafe con leche. Number 3, if you live here, why are you still going to South Beach? South Beach is fun, but it's not the only beach in Miami. There are so many other beaches. You can go to Key Biscayne. There's beaches off Rickenbacker. Hey, but if you like the show and you everything happening on Ocean Drive, keep going to South Beach. But I know I like going there, but not all the time. Alright, number 4, the Everglades are actually really cool. Don't sleep on the Everglades. I know I did. Everyone's just oh, it's the Everglades, there's alligators and stuff. But it is actually insane. There's so many different things you can do there. The other day I went and biked 15 miles on this path in the Everglades, which was so sick. It honestly looks like a African safari. It looks completely different than the rest of South Florida. Another fun thing to do in the middle of a pandemic is go bridge jumping. Now, I'm not saying you go, to the very top of Rickenbacker and jump off there. It's probably not a great idea, but the canals have really good spots that you can jump off of. It might get kind of sketchy if you go at low tide, so I would say at high tide, you can literally just go onto the Weather Channel app and it'll tell you when the tides are. There's a spot called Hobie Island Beach Park. It's kind of on Key Biscayne, but it's this shorter bridge. And you can just go out and there's always people jumping from there. Probably the nicest thing about Miami, you already know it, is the weather. People say it gets really hot in the summer. It does get really hot, but it's honestly not as bad as people make it out to seem. Especially if you're in the water, you're already cooling off. But you can go outside literally all year round, which means that there's people always exercising and working out and just doing fun things outside. There's this really cool skate park in Miami called Lot 11 Skate Park. It's huge, it's massive, and it's super dope. It's under the 95, which is super cool. It's outside, it just feels super Miami. You can go longboard anywhere. Miami is flat, which makes it super nice for longboarding. Biking, that's also pretty cheap. All you need is a bike. Also, surfing in the winter in Miami is pretty good. You can literally just go rent surfboards. Even if you've never done it before, literally just go out and try it. I know people that do windsurfing too, so yeah, that's a little bit more expensive, but there's literally so much you can try outside, and like all of this can be like social distancing, you know? Like you don't need to be super close to people for all of this. Honestly, in my opinion, I think Miami is the best city to be in for social distancing because you have like the ocean and like all this stuff where you can kind of like space out. And if you live here, you probably already speak Spanish, but if you're me, you've been learning Spanish for quite some time, so it's pretty cool for me to like actually get to practice speaking Spanish. If you're visiting, speak Spanish. I feel like the biggest thing that holds people back is like confidence in the language. The good thing about here is that their English might not be as good as your Spanish, so just try it. Yeah, and like it might be a little uncomfortable, but like I don't think there's any other city that's better in the United States to practice your Spanish than here. I think 60% of the population of Miami speaks Spanish as a first language. That's higher than any other city in the mainland US. So finally, there are so many good places to eat. If you live here, you know this. I might say that Miami has like some of the best food of any city that I've been to. Alright, so I know this video was a little bit different than other videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I honestly love Miami. I love like everything you can do outside of Miami. So I want other people to love Miami as much as I do and love like getting out and stuff. Honestly, I don't know a whole lot of people that like just like exploring and stuff like that. So if that's you and you like exploring and you like making videos and stuff like this, like comment or like DM or something like that. That's gonna be it for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big ol' thumbs up. Peace out.